Howdy folks, just getting kicked off. I'm at my most favourite stream in the world. I've probably drunk more water from this stream than I have from the water cooler at work. I usually have a drink on the way down this hill, but I've got running light today with very little water for me. Probably plenty for everyone else. So I just sort of have a quick scull. Top up the bottles here, and then make my way out. So I'm going into some familiar ground, but I'm going into a new area of it. So that is, it's going to be a bit of a learning experience today. With that in mind, I could have gone my usual plan, bought the tent and everything up. But I thought I'd give it a crack, getting in and out in the day. So I've packed. I'll move the camera bag. Pretty light today. The pack is modular, so I've taken the side pods off and attached a bow to it. Got my arrows on there. Laid it on the ground pretty rough, which is pretty standard for me. And then I have my wheeling on to support the pack, but I'm going to race up there in the range of 10 kilo lighter than normal. So I've never done it in an in-out trip in one day of this sort of distance, so I'm pretty I'm not as bothered as I thought I'd be. I remember thinking that I had to stay overnight every time because I just couldn't carry myself those sorts of distances, but now I'm feeling pretty keen to have a go at this. If I was to make a harvest, I imagine it would be a tough walk out in the dark, but I know it's doable. I have met someone who was more than happy to walk out in the dark here. I've spoken to him this week. That was pretty cool. And one of the bros sent me a message and said, if I do get something and I'm in a bit of a pickle, he'll charge up and give me a hand. So pretty grateful for that. It's cool. It's always cool meeting people, and they're always, I haven't met any bad people. Always just awesome people. So, up the hill. I'll take this out. I've just got a podcast I'm listening to around social media and hunting. It's pretty interesting and it provokes a lot of thought. I'm actually quite glad I'm listening to that on the way up this hill. It's an American podcast, but just raises some points about the damage you potentially do, the thing that you love, by broadcasting it. So, it's a philosophical question, but it's definitely thought-provoking, considering, fortunately I've been lucky enough to not have to broadcast a harvest or the killing of an animal. All I do is walk. But at some stage I would like to change that dynamic of the YouTube channel and obviously Instagram. But it's thought-provoking in the means of it makes me think about how I wish to present that and what really is important to me in an ethical and moral sense. But anyway, on the walking, this hill is still just as relentless. I feel like I'm just moving faster up it. It's I haven't had to stop nearly as much as I have previously, so that's pretty cool. But it's just finding a good pace and sort of getting up it. I'm glad I dressed pretty light for the trip up. I was cold along the bottom. It is always colder in the bottom of the valley, but I would be carrying a whole lot of stuff in my pack now if I dressed warm. So anyway, a little breather now, feeling a little bit better. Crack on again. It's a beautiful day here. And these beach forests are just stunning places to walk through on these beautiful days. You get all the birds and the smells, you know, like there's the sweet smell from the honeydew or whatever it is that runs down these trees. But then you also get these like acidic smells, almost vinegary, and it's a bit of a treat for the senses. But I'll stop waffling now and start walking again. My goal is to get up this hill by midday, which means it would have been 2 hours 20, which will be definitely the fastest trip I've done up here, so I need to keep pushing. So, I made it up to the spot where I normally camp out. I'm just having a little chill out up here. I made it up here quite a bit faster than I expected. Sort of the amount of time it would normally take me, well, the last time anyway, it took me to get to the top and then make my way along to here, which is probably another 45 minutes on. I've carved an hour off that total time. A little bit through a lighter pack, a little bit through probably just a bit of fitness and getting some walking experience on now. But it does start to beg the question as to why I bring all that camping gear up. If I can do it so much faster, arrive here in better condition without the camping gear. So I suppose it's because I've been trying to maximise my time up here and hunt both the morning and the evening and then the next morning. But I haven't had much success up here in the mornings, so that's what's prompted me to just have a crack at getting up here and back and just hunting the evening. So yeah, birds are out and about. I'll just spin you out. It's favourite wee spot up here, I really like it. Yeah. So I'm just going to make my way, have a wee breather first and then make my way out to this new spot. I've got to find a way there first, so I'm happy to have a little bit more time in my schedule. But, let's see how we get on with that. So I've made it to this little outcrop. It's not really where I wanted to be, but I found my way here anyway. So I need to go back and hook a right somewhere. But yeah, getting through it all. It's a beautiful day up here. Beautiful day. It's quite nice just to be sitting on this rocky outcrop, about tree height, in the middle of the forest. So before I go far enough to see anything or disturb anything, I'm just going to have a little smoothie. Yeah, it's made my way through here to where I wanted to get to. Not too bad. Sort of took me an hour, sort of got lost along the way a little bit and had to backtrack and sort of push along. There was one area that looked particularly daring, so just really slow through there. And yeah, it's interesting looking back. The area that I've hunted before, it looks completely different from over here. And there's part of it that I've just never been to, and I'm just seeing it now for the first time. And it was probably where I needed to be. I've been told it looked pretty good down there. So it's cool to see that. It's definitely sunny's weather up here at the moment. I reckon I've got a couple of hours left and then it's going to start getting pretty dark and cold up here, so
yeah, just get into a position where I can glass and sneak around the edge of the bush a little bit further, probably another K or two, and then I'll get a good glassing spot onto this face here, which collect the last of the afternoon sun, and hopefully we see something. Yeah, pretty cool little trip. It's nice running light. I have enjoyed not having such a wide pack without the side pods on. Got through the bush pretty well, so. And it's it's mint up here. It's so nice to be up here. Found a little campsite that I could use if I bought a tent back these ways. So still in two minds about the whole tent situation. Maybe I should have bought it up. I could spend a bit more time up here, but you know, I can't dedicate all of my time to hunting. I need to do some other stuff on my weekends rather than just walk and glass. So hashtag walk glass, folks. Anyway, I'll stop waffling, have them smoothie. See you short. That's where we're heading. Still be old hike to get there. Now, find the track. Yeah, so just mashing my way out. I'm back on the main track now, which is pretty nice. I'll be honest, this walking out in the dark caper is not that enjoyable. I know it'll take a bit of time to get used to. This is the first time I've done it. But man, talk about feel vulnerable. Anyway, I lost my walking sticks on the way out. They bounced loose of the straps on my bag, so that's a bit of a downer. But bumped a couple of deer on the way out as well. And to be honest, I seen a bit of sign in those spots as I walked in. But it was pitch black by the time I got back to those spots. But that's definitely one for the memory bank. What I have noticed, and I think it's probably a good time to talk about now, is that like 4 months ago, I was like bent out of shape on the walk in. 3 months ago maybe. Anyway, after, I don't know, half a dozen or so trips up steep hills, to be able to walk out, not that I've done it yet, but I've walked a fair clip anyway now, feels like a bit of an achievement, and not to fucking blab on about myself, but like, yeah, to go from not walking up hills to like regularly walking up hills to starting to really make good pace and like get further faster, and now to have a good old nudge at walking home, which I'll do. It's just going to be a little slow from here. It gives me like this a massive amount of personal drive. So I've made it back to the rattly old beast. That was just under 12 hours of what was turning into a bit of a grind there at the end, but I really enjoyed that. I don't think I'm going to do a wrap up now because I am pretty gassed. I might do a wrap up tomorrow morning and just go through a few things. I am grateful to be out of that wet rainforest. I'm just a little bit tired, a little bit sore. So yeah, we'll wrap it up tomorrow.
Hey everyone, I was supposed to do this wrap up the day after the hunt. It's now a week after the hunt. It's been a busy week, and anyway, it's important to close out what I was thinking. Man, I got some good sleep that night. I got home, I was super cold. My little car doesn't have a very good heater, so I had a bath when I got home, and that sort of warmed me up and felt better. It was a wicked experience to do that, and I'm glad I pushed myself to achieve that. So that's one thing I take from that. Inadvertently, through all of this walking, I'm now at a point now where I've lost 15 kilos this year, and most of that is just through strenuous physical activity. There's not a lot of diet change. I have done some things during the week, but other than that, it's just walking and walking and walking. So I am getting a lot of comments, which is cool. I'm so grateful for that. It's cool to know that people are engaging and following and being enjoying the story and being almost a part of the story now. It's awesome. I enjoy everyone's support, and yeah, I'm grateful for that. So I'm not going to press upon you the usual things of YouTube and Instagram. It's like, you know what to do. If you like it, do it. If you don't, then that's cool too. I'm just super grateful for everyone getting involved and hearing your messages and support. I guess like that was a tough 12 hours, I think, by the end of it. By the end of it, it was sort of just autopiling it down the hill. And I think since that time, I've had some time to reflect on things that I saw and heard during that hunt, and probably have a better understanding yet again of that area. And I'm looking forward to getting back in there armed with a bit more information. I got a sneaky little summary of a mate's hunt up there the other day. Old Cam's out there pushing it hard as per usual. I admire his drive to get in and out of a place in an afternoon that took me pretty much all of the day. So I'm looking forward to getting back in there. But we're just about to shoot out for another hunt now. So thank you very much for your watch, and we'll see you soon.
There's been a little bit of noise from down there. I don't know what those noises are. I'm comforted in the fact that there's no bears in New Zealand. I am not sure what I've done, but the charged microphone that I brought with me, which was fully charged last night, is no longer fully charged. Well, it's not staying on. So I'm not entirely sure what I've done there. And being the cleverest bloke in the world, I refuse to bring the second microphone because